It's not that I don't want you here. Yeah. It's not that the way you. Hey there, friend. If you want to see how I installed this 613 wig, keep on watching. So we're starting off with a ball cap. I already did that off camera. I showed how to do it in my last wig install, even though that one was a closure and this one is a frontal. So I got this wig off of Amazon. The company name is Blend Vixen. I'm gonna probably include a screenshot or write the name somewhere in the video. But I didn't show you guys the packaging because it really was nothing fancy. They just had it in the bag and then with an elastic band. Alright, so you just see me doing like a fit check. Alright, is it snug on my head? Do I need to just adjust the straps in the back and all of that good jazz? Now, the true preparation to install this wig, I always just clip the hair back. If I can't find a clip, then I, put it in a ponytail so that all the hair is out of my face and it's nothing but me and lace. But I'm not a rapper though. So here's something I started doing with my frontal installs, and it definitely helps make the install process easier. Just snipping your lace into sections so that even if you don't glue in sections, just still like applying the glue all over. It makes it easier. Like once you do it, you'll get it. So I'm going in with my even lace spray and my Ghost Bond. I always use those two. Especially for an initial install, I do use the Ghost Bond, but then afterwards, I just go in with my lace spray because I don't really plan to wear my wigs longer than like 3 to 4 days at max. Honestly, a solid 2 is what you get out of me. So I'll go in with just 1 layer of Ghost Bond. I know you're supposed to do like 3, but once again, I'm not wearing these for a long time, so 1 works just fine for me. After I let that sit, I go ahead and just spray the lace on top. And see what I'm saying? It really just makes laying the lace easier when you cut it into sections, even though I didn't apply the glue in sections. Once it is secure enough, I go back in with the spray and do a just quick spray over on top. Now that I have that secured, I do go in with my elastic band and we're gonna let this lace melt for a bit, okay? So I let that sit for about 5, maybe 6, 7 minutes. And now it's time to cut the lace. I'm going in with some very small like thread scissors and just snipping. I found that snipping is also another way to give you a jagged edge if you don't necessarily want to go zigzag and zigzag. So I do a mix of both. I zigzag if it feels right, or if it gets annoying, then I just go and snip. So that's another method you can try if you feel like the zigzagging motion is a little too much for you. So to tell you a little bit more about the wig, yes, it is a 613 13x4 lace frontal wig. It is in 20 inches. The description says 150% density, and I actually do believe that. I went ahead and washed the wig because, like I said, I didn't really bleach the knots as you normally would with the 613 wig. I just did a normal process to test something out, and I'm glad it didn't like get too crazy, so you don't really notice something, and I'm okay with that because I can go back and like alter it or fix it instead of dealing with the big mess. So I will say that this wig is definitely beginner friendly. I feel like I'm always grabbing beginner friendly wigs because sometimes even I don't want to do too much to my wigs, and I want to just be able to lay it down and go. I didn't do much plucking. And I think that's also a good thing about 613 wigs. You really don't have to go heavy on the plucking because the hair is so light. So you get a little bit of leeway. After I cut the lace, I went ahead and re-secured my side tabs as well as like the edges before I put the elastic band back on to melt a little bit more. But I don't know what it is. No matter what wig I put on, my side tabs always lift up first. So if any of you guys know a method to have my side tabs good on the first go round, please drop them in the comments and help your girl out, because sometimes they be stressing me out. Now that we are fried, dyed, and laid to the side, I'm taking some makeup and just blending those edges a little bit more. If you know what it does to the end of your wig install. Now it is time to style this bad boy. I'm taking those two Garnier Fructis products and rubbing it through my hair. You do not need a lot because you do not want to weigh your wig down. So I take a little bit and go through each side. Can we just have a moment for this wig? I am thoroughly impressed by this. The density of it, the quality so far is doing what it needs to do, and it is affordable. So I paid under $100 for this wig, and I think I even had a coupon that was included when I went to go check out. So I will have the link down below, and it'll also be linked in my Amazon storefront, so no need to worry. So I did do a little plucking in the part, but you guys know me, not too much, because I've learned, and I tell people this all the time, especially if you're just getting into frontals and closures and the plucking method, until you're comfortable with going hard in the paint with plucking, do the bare minimum. And I'm telling you, over time, your closure will naturally pluck itself. Taking that good old hot comb, and we are going to get this thing on flat. You hear me? Flat. I also need to say that I am happy that I did not have to do baby hairs. You guys also know I'm not really a baby hair type of girl. So the fact that I was able to just plop this wig on and not add baby hairs was another plus. So I'm going back in with my foundation and I'm putting that in my part. As I was editing this, I realized that I should have went with a more cool toned brown to put in that part and not necessarily my foundation, because honestly a lot of my foundations are like somewhat warm. So I think a cool tone brown would have been a lot better, but I know over time the color is gonna like fade, so it'll be good either way. So now on to styling. I didn't know if I wanted to keep it straight, flat iron it, make it bone straight and do a bust down, or add some curls. So we went with the curls. I'm going in with this wide flat iron that I actually do use for straightening my wigs, but because I didn't want my curls to be so defined, I knew I could still get the job done with this one because the curls would be bigger and would be like looser. Now for this wig to be a straight texture, it holds curls really well, and this is even without hairspray. I didn't pay attention to how long it took before the curls dropped, once again because I wasn't looking for defined curls. I just wanted to add some type of body back to the wig. So but even off just curling alone, they hold a curl really good. And I'm going in with the flat iron. I'm just doing curls back and forth, no real uniformed motion. Only for like my bang part, those were like uniform because I wanted them to fall a certain way. But the rest of the hair, I was curling it in whatever way my wrists felt it wanted to go. Alright guys, so this sums up the install. I'm going ahead and adding curls to the other side. I will retouch my bang area. But overall, y'all, I love this wig. I definitely give it a solid 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. The price is right. The density is there. And the quality for the price I paid definitely makes the mark. It checks off all my boxes. So this is definitely added to the affordable wig list. And you know I will have it linked in the description box down below, as well as it will be linked in my Amazon storefront. If you made it this far, thank you for watching this video. And if you're new here, welcome to the gang. Hey friend, hey. This is the side of YouTube where we're bad and bougie on a budget. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next video.